Hey everybody, welcome back. David Eon down in the toy museum, or what there is left of it. It's probably 60% cleared out, maybe a little more. Still have all the stuff on the tables, got to work on that. Taking everything down and packing it up. Everything's coming down and it's getting packed up. And I know a lot of people are wondering, you know, are you selling things? Or no, we're not selling anything. I rarely do. I sell from time to time. I used to sell a lot of toys and action figures and comic books back in the day. I don't do that so much anymore. I don't really do that so much anymore, rarely. But yeah, we're pulling things apart, pulling things down because, yes, we are relocating. We're moving. So we weren't planning on moving, but an opportunity presented itself and we thought we would take a shot at it, and it worked out in our favor. So there we are. And it's kind of sad in a way, because this whole museum concept, this display room, or rooms, because it does go out into the hallway here. Oh, it's dark in here, you can't see too much, as this is getting pulled down as well, was quite the labor of love. Some of you, if you've been watching for a long time, you may remember these rooms were both destroyed. And that is when we bought this house, it was a fixer-upper. And I'll put we did a video on it, and I'll put a link to that video at the end of this if you haven't seen it. These rooms were destroyed. The walls had collapsed. There had been constant flooding in the basement, and it was unchecked. Nobody was doing anything to correct that. And we saw the potential. My wife asked me, "Do you think you can fix this?" And I said, "Yeah, I think I can." And I did. I did the work. I trenched the house. I dug a 2-foot wide by 3-foot deep trench around the entire house and refinished the foundation. Waterproofed it by hand. I dug it by hand. I didn't have a backhoe. And then dehumidified these rooms to get all the moisture out. Built the studs, put up the sheetrock, put in the flooring, put in new lighting, on and on and on. And then we got the slat walls because we liked the slat wall system for displaying, and our museum room was born. So a lot went into this. A lot went into building this, building it up. It was a big room. It's like 15 by 30, which we split. And then the outer hallway there, it afforded us a lot of display space. And most people aren't that fortunate. You know, they have a lot of nice stuff and it's hard for them to display it. But yeah, now we're going through a transition and we're packing everything up, and it's just my wife and I, David and Trinessa versus the world, as it were, doing all of this by ourselves because we don't really have any help at all. And I mean literally, there's no one to ask. There's no one around here. So we've been moving everything ourselves. It's a good thing we're in shape, because furniture is heavy. There's our wall of cards and letters, because we appreciate everybody. We do. And we like to display them. But we have, again, we got an opportunity with another house. Weren't planning on moving. Never expected to find what we found. And so we're tearing this down, but it opens up a new chapter that we will go on that journey together, and we'll share it with you. As a matter of fact, why don't we transition to the new bonus area in the new house? It's not really set up yet, and part of it does need some work. Again, it's okay. I mean, I did it here. There's less to do in the new location than what I had to do down here. This was a lot of work. It's still sad to say goodbye to it, because so much was put into this, and we've enjoyed it for such a long time, and we've enjoyed sharing it with all of you. But yeah, let's go ahead and fade out here and go to the new house and take a look at the new bonus area that will ultimately become, in the coming weeks, the new home for all of this amazing stuff. All right, we are in the new location. We are down in what will ultimately be the new collection area, the new museum. The wall comes a-tumbling down. Are you ready? Well, let's take a look around as we start backing out here. That obviously is an old fireplace, which kind of makes this room unsuitable. There's 2 windows and a fireplace, but we have decided to make this room, which is actually very large, into a sort of a lounge area. Just starting to fill it up, actually. There's my old Formica table. Yes, did you see this in the JCPenney or Sears catalog? It's the real deal, folks. There's a nice 60s dinette there. Magazine rack. Comic books are going to go into this room. We're going to set those up probably on this wall. There's my old TV. Vintage floor model television. I may hook up an Atari or a Nintendo to that. There's the jukebox. It still needs work, but now it's out in the open and not stacked in the garage somewhere. I can actually get to work on it. This is where the record player, these are my records down here. The other records, our main collection is upstairs on the main floor. But we're going to set up a stereo system here so that we can play records down here as well. Overflow of DVDs, that's all Saturday morning and after school animation for the most part. There's some Godzilla stuff in there too, some old Godzilla and old Kung Fu movies. My Jerry Anderson collection. The video games are coming into here. There's all the vintage systems down there, and I've got some of the game cartridges loaded. I may shift the TV over so that it's more centered. I just thought that that looked nice and symmetrical, but it may not be practical because the TV may be too close to the door there. But that's what we're doing in this room, which is a really big room. But wait, there's more. Bonus room number 2, which is a pretty decent sized room. I think it's 18 by 16. It's smaller than the room that you just saw. But this room, which is also already finished, eventually we'll probably repaint. This room probably doesn't need to be repainted because we're going to put slat walls up in here. But the other room we will repaint. But this is a nice open space to start with. And we'll get this going for the collection. But wait, there's more. Bonus room number 3, unfinished. And you can see I've stacked things in here. It's got some of the bones up. 2 rooms, or 2 walls rather, are already studded. Electrical is already run. But I'll have to put studs up for these 2 walls, and then sheetrock this room, put flooring in, and then put in a drop ceiling. And this will be bonus room number 3, and we will put collection in here as well. There's Santa, he's waiting. But wait, there's more. Bonus room number 4, which is not anywhere near as complete as that other room. There's only these 2 walls are studded. But then going back, this room's like, I think 36 feet long by, what was it, 13 or 14? This room is bigger than the original museum room. And I'll finish putting up, I'll put in studs along this wall and along the back. And then we'll fill this up. And then you see here also there's a lot of boxes. Tons and tons of boxes. And probably less than half of this has ever been on display. But now, since we'll have 3 bonus rooms to work with instead of 1, and of course, yeah, there's 4 bonus rooms, but one of those is going to be, like I said, more of a lounge area. We'll finally be able to get everything up. It's just going to take a lot of work, although, again, it's work I've done before. I did it in the old house, and it was a lot harder in the old house than it's going to be here, because I don't have to do any trenching. I don't have to seal the area off from water leakage. There isn't any. We'll still use dehumidifiers, of course. But yeah, studs, sheetrock, flooring, drop ceiling. And we'll have a total of 3 bonus rooms to house the collection. Hello again, Santa. And then our lounge area, where all the vintage video games and comic books and vinyl records and things like that will go. What do you think? What do you think? We're excited about it. My wife and I are really looking forward to getting this all finished up. We're excited about it. Like I said, it's gonna take some time. This room being already finished, I'll probably have it ready by the time we get to Joe Fest. It's not going to take me long if all I have to do is get slat walls up. And then I can put the tables back in the center here for center display, whatever I need to do basic here. This is where it's going to get detailed in these 2 rooms. And I'll probably do this room first because it's smaller. Honestly, it's just smaller. So I can get this room finished first, and then I'll move into that second room. There's only the 1 window, we'll block that off. And I'll build a cabinet. I know somebody probably saw the electrical panel there. I'll just build a closet for it. And just leave it there. So this is going to be the new home of the Open by Chance Toy Museum. What do you think, guys? No, we were not running away to Vegas. We're not selling everything. I know I joked about that. We're not selling everything and buying lottery tickets. I pray we never feel like we have to sell everything. I pray we never get to that position. You know, I've already lost a collection. Many of you know that story, where I had a huge collection basically stolen by my ex. And I can put a link to that at the end of the video as well, because some of you may not have ever seen that. I still get questions about it, like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I had a massive collection stolen. But again, what do you think? What do you think of the potential? What do you think of the ideas for the layout? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up. Always appreciated. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you are new. Check out some of our other content. Please do consider sharing. Help the channel grow. I just wanted to show this real quick. And I will leave that sticker there. This is the TV that we found at an estate sale, and it had the free sticker on it because they didn't think it would sell. And I was like, it's really free? And yeah, I hoisted that into the truck. It works. And that's so classic. It's so freaking, it's got that hardcore 70s, 80s vibe. I'm pretty sure that's a late 80s model, but still, come on. Come on. Free tube television? I'll take it. Anyway, thanks for taking the journey with us here. We appreciate you all. And if that is it, then what more can I say but thanks for watching. And we will see you again soon.